Well, let's try it, people. Anansi here, and welcome back to Jack 3. In the last one, I went Rambo. We found out that Vin was still alive, and we told Rieger that he can go shove his gang where his sun don't shine. In this one, we're going to go do more work for Cremation Camp.
We got a big one this time, Jack. That decoder you found helped us decipher the gate key for the main KG war factory. We can get inside now, and we need our best people on the raid.
Oh, gee! I wonder who that might be.
There is a good chance that factory is doing more than just making deathbots.
I want to know who's behind it all. How are so many deathbots being made? Where are they getting the supplies and the eco? Something about this doesn't seem right.
Yeah, right into the hornet's nest. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, remind me when to laugh.
Now, I'm trying to bite my tongue this one because I don't remember what mission this is, but if this is the one I think it is, it's probably the funnest mission. Yep, this is the funnest mission. Oh. This is why I hate having a stutter. This is one of the funnest missions in the game. Just because of what you're doing to get to the factory. You might have noticed on the mini-map, you see a very interesting silhouette. If you go around back here, we're now playing Star Fox! If you hold X, you can steer, and that's about it. Oh, and you tap R1, or R1 is actually dead. You can fire the blade in rapid succession. I don't think there's a slowdown, so you just kind of have to do your best, you know? Also, hit L1, you fire the super bomb, which I recommend holding off on for right now. They does help for this section, but you're not done yet. And I believe the main cannon actually locks on, like an aim assist. How to best describe aim assist? You ever played Overwatch? Pretty much, if you played Overwatch and you played Soldier 76, and you use his ultimate move, essentially that. As long as you're just in the as long as you point the barrel in the general direction, you're going to hit what you're trying to shoot. But yeah, no, this was one of the. I remember when I first got to this part, I was like, I was thinking the same thing you guys probably were thinking. We're getting in one of the Crimson Guard cruisers. This was. Well, why is this a big thing in the cutscene? And then you actually play the mission, and you're like, oh, this is why. Yeah, no, this is one of, if not my favorite mission in the entirety of the Jack trilogy. And you can get revenge on those annoying little tanks that chase you down in Jack 2. Oh, the catharsis was real. Oh, also I should mention that the bombs you fire do regenerate over time, so you're not even gonna go Rambo and then just forget. Yeah, no, this is essentially Star Fox. That's all this is. It will automatically turn your run if you go too far. And you notice right there, there's this weird metal hit fire. Well, If you remember Jack 1 and Jack 2, if you see it, you'll probably end up going there eventually. Where is the last? There's one. Okay. The last one goes around here somewhere. I think I'm getting shot. There we go. Hit it. Now, for the big one. What you do now is just fire. And there you go. Ah! Sucks to be you. Now, being legit, that was a lot of fun. Just because of how different it was, you know? And here's the thing about Jack and Daxter. When they do different they can do it very well, you know? But when they get it wrong, oh boy, did they get it wrong. Sucks to be you! But yeah, no, it's just one of those things that I look forward to playing this level every time. Like, I remember when I decided to do this game for the channel, my first thought was, I cannot wait to get to this Hellcat mission. I just can't. And sure enough, we get to it, and I'm having as much fun as I remember. Though I do remember the mission going on a little bit longer than what it did. But then again, that could just be me sucking at it. I do remember there was one time I played that mission, and I pretty much died immediately. And repeatedly. But regardless of that, we are now in the KG factory. Yeah, that's right. This floating thing was the factory. And we get another Daxter section. But yeah, this floating thing, which you can see at the top of the map. When you see at the top of the map, if you look up, you can see it floating in the sky. Yeah, this is the Crimson Guard factory, and I love these infiltration missions. All I can think of is just Star Wars. Like the entire time that mission was going on, I was just thinking the Death Star trench run. Excuse me, guys. I'm kind of. What am I gonna say? Yeah, the infinite spawn. Okay. I'm not going to deal with that, but okay. Okay. Let's go through this. Excuse me, guys. I messed up! Note to self, only use slow-mo Jack when the thing is actually close to you. Okay. Now you can do this without the slow-mo Jack. I was gonna do it because I figured it's gonna help me out a little bit. I was wrong. Alright, got the shots off good measure. Am I actually running low? No, it's just giving me recoil ammo. Huh. I wonder why. Punch! They'll probably end up bumping the arrow down here since, you know, this is the Crimson Guard factory. Another Daxter section. Now, I will admit this is kind of weird, because I remember one thing, and I feel like this all stemmed from playing as Daxter in Jak 2 for that split second with the spider, because they put a lot of Daxter sections in here, like a surprising amount, and they're very, varied. What I'm trying to figure out is, what was the thought process behind this, you know? I mean, at the very least, it makes Daxter a more active player in the narrative from a gameplay perspective. But I have to wonder, what was the point of this, you know? Like, well, not what the point was, but I mean, like, what was the idea behind it?
Let's move.
I mean, like, what was the idea behind it? Like, do we just want to have more Daxter sections, or was this the way to pad out the runtime? They're well done, you know. They're short to the point. I can't really complain. Punch. Did I hit the power switch? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. But yeah, other than that, you know, it is what it is. More ammo. Boy, I am running out of ammo for my main gun. These are gonna get dicey, people. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now here's another question for the Crimson Guard. You got a floating fortress that doubles the factory. Why, oh why, do you have so many open bits at the bottom of the factory with, you know, floating platforms? Last I checked, the Crimson Guard robots were not known for to be platforming gods. They were known to, as you can see, whenever you shoot them, they fall apart. Literally. I don't think there's a speed up button, but I think you literally just go into the That's my bad. I thought I had a good rhythm going. But then I was wrong. There we go. Smack. Okay. Now, where is Jak? There you are.
Your shoulder getting lonely?
This way, and downward dive. Man, Dash getting a lot of love this time around, aren't you? You know what I think it is, actually? I take it back. I don't think it's because Jak 2 had that one Daxter sequence. I think because Daxter had his own game between Jak 2 and Jak 3. And it was a pretty well-received game. I remember I really wanted it when I was growing up. Never got a chance to play it when I was younger, but you know that, you know, when you get old enough to have a job and to be able to pay your own bills, you can do whatever you want with your money, because it's your money. It's my prerogative, as Mint Condition once said. No, not Mint Condition, not Bell Biv DeVoe. Bell Biv DeVoe. BBD. Jak.
That's right. I'm back.
Ammo. Oh, this part. Okay. This is actually pretty difficult. So this vehicle actually handles a little bit differently than the vehicles in the desert. And right now I'm not actually holding anything down. I'm just letting the momentum of the variable push me. But this vehicle has infinite boost because you need to use it to get through these, and you have to keep it go. You have to keep it for as long as you can. I don't think you can actually get out of it. And if it falls off the edge for whatever reason, you lose health. No, you can get out of it. Okay, I thought you couldn't. Or maybe that might have just been me being stubborn and saying I'm just not getting out of this vehicle right away. Anyway, says. Which I'll admit I have done more than once. Okay, now I know I didn't do that. Alright, that's what she needed this for. Excuse me, people! And once you get through there, it automatically blows up. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I remember I hated that section and I did it my first try. Huh. Well, whatever. Now we at the part, or got eerily quiet in here. I feel like I'm being watched. Honestly, reminds me of the Golden Maya temple when we got to the end of Jack and Daxter.
I found some new friends to help me conquer this puny little planet.
You're talking to the Darkmakers.
It seems my digital self can communicate with these poor, tortured minds quite well. Oh, they're just like you and me, Jack. Well, me at least. They want a home, someone to call a friend. Destruction of all my ego! They volunteered to help me put this puny planet out of its misery.
You're in for a big surprise. The Darkmakers don't play nicely with others. Just ask the Metalheads.
I've been given the opportunity to wield a power even the Precursors could not control. Don't fret. You won't live to see what I turn this little world into. Maybe a rock, or a floating puddle of slag, or nothing at all. Complete oblivion! So hard to choose.
I won't let you do this!
Ego freak!
Memory serves correct. I believe you have to just avoid it. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. But we'll take it. But yeah, no, the main issue with this, and I think I mentioned it in an earlier part, that I wish Errol had been turned into a Dark Eco Monster as opposed to a that's how you fight this boss fight. Actually, you wait for him to release those things, and you kick him back. You go from there.
Now you see why I never lose.
And he will occasionally destroy that platform. You know, general arena boss fighter. But yeah, no, I just feel like they missed the trick by not making Arrow a Dark Eco Monster. Because if you look at his design, it's creepy beyond all belief. Why does he still have a glove on his only human hand? I feel like that was unnecessary. Like, you could have just had the human face and ears.
Yeah.
I think I messed this up. Nope, still got it. Okay. Thought I messed it up, turns out I didn't. Okay. Still got it. And you can hear he got a vendetta, but it's like, wouldn't it make more sense for him to be a Dark Eco monster if he wanted to get rid of, you know, Light Eco? I mean, he had a whole monologue saying that he wants destruction of all Light Eco, but it's like, why do you want your Light Eco, man? If he was a Dark monster, and he felt that Light Eco would, you know, unbalance him more, then maybe it would help. I'm talking about, I'm just mean thematics here, people. It does help in a narrative, if you don't, even if you don't care for it or not. Because otherwise, he just comes off as another unhinged villain, and we've dealt with that in, well, actually, we've dealt with better. Okay, one more left. But yeah, no, we've dealt with, in my opinion, better villains in Jak and Daxter. Even their very first villain, Gull and Maya, were more well-defined than Errol and Vigor. Even Baron Practice, as little as we got to, you know, well, we get to get a decent amount, for all intents and purposes, it's like, oh, and meet the Dark Precursors. Yeah.
Our new allies are machines like us, and their power is awesome.
So, yeah, and yeah, these are the Dark Precursors and whatnot, so there's that. But, and I think maybe that's why they did it, they want the Precursors to represent
Damn! He got away!
See you later, Machinator! Jack! The sky is falling! We took it to that robot goon and kicked his nuts! And bolts!
Errol got away, but we shut down his robot factory.
That's good, but it is troubling to see what Errol is doing. I fear he may be trying to awaken that terrible dark ship before we can destroy it.
Onan says the Precursors and Darkmakers have fought over worlds for as long as time has turned. It would not be the first time a planet was lost to those monsters.
Well, it's not gonna be this planet. We've lasted this long. We've just gotta find a way to destroy that thing. The truth lies at the bottom of the catacombs. That's where I need to go.
You received the mass inverter. You did not mean to do that. So yeah, what's getting that now? Yeah, I think the reason why they made them made Arrow machines, I think they were trying to hint that the Dark Makers are actually part machine. It was like, okay, then make them a Dark Eco robot then. That would have been fantastic, but no, they made them a robot. But anyway, yeah, we got the mass inverter, which I'm gonna go ahead and buy the secrets for now because I know we got it. Oh, we guys, you don't got it. Well, prove me wrong, why don't you, game? Well, anyway, we will deal with the mass inverter next time. I've been Anansi, and I will catch you later.